Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Okay, this is our product title for the EncryStation, a novel framework for cloud IaaS, DaaS security using encryption and obfuscation techniques. Nowadays, every industry needs more income with less investment behind infrastructure. So here the new era of cloud computing comes where the user can have everything on the rent and pay as go fundamental. So the cloud users are able to store their valuable data on cloud premises and make themselves free from the local burdens. So while the user's data is available on cloud servers, so it's very important or crucial that the user's activity, the data must be secure when it is the data transition and even after it is stored on the cloud servers. So most of the researchers think for the user-centric site a scenario. So here they mainly consider the security issue related to cloud users like integrity checking, authentication, versioning, etc. So these are some process doing on the cloud servers. So and finally, on the other hand, some researchers provide their view related to working on or working of cloud service providers. Okay, so this is our architecture for the intersection. Okay, so next this is the flow diagram for the EncryStation for the cloud process. The domain of cloud. So first of all, what is the cloud? So the cloud means we can use it our data for anywhere anytime in the world. So this is the concept of cloud, and a cloud is nothing but it's a model for enabling services users ubiquitous, convenient and on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. The cloud is a technology to facilitate developments of large scale on-demand and flexible computing infrastructures. So this is a cloud, and here this cloud using the users are storing and retrieving process on the cloud servers. So first of all, the first one is the profile registration. So here every users are come to the when the users are come to the cloud, they has to be first to fill in the users details. So the user details means first of all the users are enter the registration details. So the users are registration, then go for login. So here every user has assigned some username and password. So the username and password are matching for the matching. So the details are matching for the database. Suppose the username and details and the username and password details are going to be matched, so the user is successfully to be visiting our process. So the users are going to the process as choosing to the upload. So now the user is selecting the process upload. So now what are the techniques and what are the processing using the user's data is successfully stored on the cloud. In this section we will describe next. Okay, the users is going to the data owner. So the data owner to be get the key and key from the TPA. So here the key is the one of the component is based on the data encryption. So the data encryption based we will using the key component. So the key is one of the code, and the here the TPA is the key provider. So the data owners get the key from the TPA. So the TPAs get the key code using the file is to be successfully encrypted. So after the data encryption or the data is to be obfuscation. The obfuscation means the data is going to the network. So finally the data is actually stored on the server. So here the suppose the data is to be encrypted, after the decryption the data is now finally used, but the now the data is going to be obfuscation, but do not perform de-obfuscation. We can easily retrieve our data, but encrypted data do not use decryption. We will do not use original data. So finally the data is to be successfully stored on the server. So the user is to be retrieve the data. Okay, now the demo section is start for the EncryStation. Okay, so this is the home page for the EncryStation Cloud IaaS DSS data service security encryption and obfuscation techniques. Okay, so click the home, go for next page. So this is our name. So this is our database. So this is our database. So this is our country as Australia. So this is the username. So validate. So it's a valid passwords. So go for registered. It's a successful. Okay. So enter the username and password. So when the users are coming to the cloud, they enter the username and password. So the username and passwords are matching for the database. So the database records is matching for the users entering data. So this is the value set. So go for next page. Okay. So this is the username, and this is the networking types. The data transmission for which processing using to be specified the data. Okay, so this is our file name. Sorry. So this is select. So select means this particular data is stored on the networking home details. Okay. So go for next. Okay. So click to the user details. So again same to click to the user details. So the given record is available. Okay. So I click to the sorry. So this is our file name as clear.txt. So this is our key triple F AAC2R. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So this is our file encryption. So now the file is successfully encrypted. Okay. So now the file is successfully encrypted. This information is stored on the another files. So go for next. Okay. So this is the username. So opening the files saris.txt. So this is the encrypted files. So the file is actually encrypted. For next allocation or this is the under processing. Okay. Files. This is another de-encryption. Okay. So always encrypted the file is stored on the txt. Okay. So this is the encrypted files. So this file is again to be encrypted. So the file is actually encrypted. So this is some file dates. Okay. Okay. So choosing the cloud, this is the cloud 2. So this is the file name. Okay. So now our file is stored on or encrypted as txt. Okay. So this is our file names. So this is our file. So this is our file content. So the file is to be successfully upload. So now file receive. Okay. Okay. So this is the data. So this is our key code. So this is our key code. So stored on the cloud. The cloud is assigned. So this is the username as there. So the file name as so cloud assign. Okay. So this is the key informations. Okay. So the cloud is successfully stored on. I will define on another types or another data. I will give another sample. Okay, so again choosing the files. Okay, the files. So this is the file names as healthcare nutrition identity. Okay, so I'm choosing the increase action. So the file as data.txt. So this is the sample files. So choosing the files as one is, sorry, this is the choosing cloud. Okay, so add data. Okay, add so data. So the file is actually stored on data.txt file stored on the cloud too. Okay. So this is informations to be specified. Sign. Okay. So this file name. So sorry. Okay. So assign. Now we will decrypt our data. Okay. Sorry, download our data. Cloud to this is our file. So go for request. So this is the CSP is verify the user details. So receive request. So this is the cloud name. So this is the file name. So this is our sorry, key. So this is our key, send key. So receive key. So key is null. Okay, so don't go for download request. So enter the key, receive. Okay, send a file, download. So that download successful. So here the file is to be successful download. Okay, download. So the now file is the going to the encryption format. So now we will decrypt our files. So this is our key. Okay, so no problem. So this is our key. Txt. Okay, so decrypted. So this is our file content to be displayed for the welcome to LCMs. Okay, so now the file is to be successfully retrieved. Okay, go for next performance analysis graph. Okay, so now we'll discuss our flow diagram for the performance analysis graph. So this is the encryption data using the encryption and obfuscation techniques for the increase action. So this is the performing for different stages to be performed for how to upload and decryption using download the data using the encryption techniques. So now the demo is finished. Thanks for listening.